All right, what's up, everybody? It is Wednesday. It's time for round robin, and my camera's jacked, so just deal with it, everybody. Hi, Robin.
Hi, Rob.
How are you?
I'm really good, actually.
What you eating?
Kind of rare. Oh, I'm eating. So I like buying these they're like adult Lunchables, kind of.
Oh, right.
Those
I just
little,
had a Lunchables today, but
yeah.
mine are the kind that have the peanut butter cup in it because I gotta have it.
It's really hard. So it has cheese and nuts and cranberries and turkey. That's what I'm eating.
All right.
It's delicious.
I
What's
took the
your
box.
mukbang for the night?
Well, my mukbang's gonna be my drink, but I just before the show I had my mukbang was um Lunchables, but it was the turkey,
The
ham,
kids kind?
cheese, and the drink because you gotta have a juice,
Hmm.
and then the
Yeah.
the dessert was the Reese's peanut butter cup. And there's like so
Mm.
many different types of Lunchables, but I've decided that anytime I buy them in the future, I'm just gonna get that one. That's my one now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like the ones with turkey. Turkey is my thing.
turkey's your thing.
Mhm. Oh my god, so good.
Messy's
All right.
here.
All right. Mhm. He's actually like right behind me too, which is
Oh yeah, he is. I
funny.
see him.
But all right.
um.
All right. All right. All right.
Okay.
Let's talk about the big thing. Okay. Fucking Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, all right.
Cuz you played it. I
I
know.
did.
I played it, so we can talk about it.
All right. So I installed it, and then I turned it on, and right away I didn't like the way it looked, and I think the reason
What?
was, yeah, but the story is that I mean, spoilers for anybody, but it's the first 2 seconds of the game, so forgive the spoiler.
Mhm. Mhm.
Is
Yeah.
you're in the mind flayer's ship, and you're not even on the material plane. You're like in some weird fucking bloody veiny inside of a penis, whatever that was, and
Mhm.
so I didn't like the feel of it. And then, of course, the very first encounter, I get killed immediately by some little 5 point hit thing, and I'm like, all right, that's
No.
it. And I quit, and I said, okay, I'm gonna get back to this. So then today, I played it, and I won't get into the story, but I got further
Yeah,
along. I don't,
we'll avoid
yeah,
spoilers,
I don't
but
know how far along you got, but I got to a major fight, we'll call it, and
mhm.
then because you're trying to solve a particular problem,
Mhm.
and I have not solved that problem,
Okay.
and I might have killed the person that was going to help me solve the problem. So
Oh,
that's
no.
yeah, that's where I am, and I picked up a party member, and then somehow I don't have that person anymore, but I have two others, and
Okay.
so
Okay.
that's kind of cool. But I
Alright, I'm
do
tracking.
I like the turn-based combat. I do like that,
Me too.
and I've gotten over the hold the mouse key, the hold the middle mouse button down and move and twist the camera and A D W
Mhm.
S. I don't know. It's just not as good, I think, as the old way they did it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, so I mean, okay, for me, I have played other games made by the same studio that made Baldur's Gate 3. Chiefly that would be the Divinity Original Sin series,
Okay.
which is a great game series. Divinity Original Sin 2 plays really similarly to Baldur's Gate, so I think I went Baldur's Gate 3, that is. I went into it kind of, I guess I already know how it's gonna work because they built it on the same engine. It plays almost exactly the same as Divinity Original Sin 2 does. Okay, so
Oh, so I can look
um
forward to that because I haven't played that yet. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and it plays exactly the same. So I guess what I'm saying is like it wasn't difficult for me like controls wise and stuff like that to like grasp Baldur's Gate 3. Um I do have like a really big list of like pros and cons that I like about it. Well, it's not a really big list, but did you notice that in the actions that you can take in Baldur's Gate 3, they for some reason they just said fuck the dodge action. Like you can't take the dodge like it's not even on.
Yeah,
It's not an
so
option.
right, and so it's 5e based, but it is not 5e
It's not 5e.
because
I mean, it is,
an
but
an
it's not.
unconscious person, you can help them and just give them a hit point.
Mhm.
I'm like,
I know.
I'm like,
It's
what?
fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
And
Yeah,
then
so some of that stuff is like on my cons because it's
yeah,
not 5th edition like very, very true. It's not very true to
no,
5th
it's
edition.
not. They all the same names are there for the spells and everything, but
Mhm.
they kind of don't
True
work.
Strike works differently though.
I,
And
I didn't get
Mage
that one.
Armor works no,
Mage armor only
yeah,
lasts for one
Mage Armor
round. Like what the
works
fuck?
differently. No,
Yeah.
no, no. Maybe I'm thinking there's one that lasts until you long rest, one of the armor spells. I
It's
thought it was
mage
Mage
armor.
Armor.
Well, so here's what happened. I put on mage armor and it made a big glowing thing around me, like making a big deal
Mhm.
of it. And then the next turn I didn't have it, and so I just assumed it was off. But I don't know because I don't know how to check my current AC. I don't know how to do that.
Right.
But
It's also
yeah,
very buggy,
it is buggy.
Baldur's Gate
So
3.
here's the thing. Even before I start, I was pissed off before I even started the game
Oh boy.
because I like to play in windowed mode. I don't like full
Me
screen
too.
because I've got
Me
too
too.
much going on in my life that I can't not look at the rest of what I have open on my computer while I'm playing. I got if somebody's in Discord, I got
Right,
to
right,
answer
right.
them right away. So when I switched to window full screen was fine, but when I switched to Windows mode,
Fake full screen, they called it.
yeah.
That was the setting name. Is
Oh,
called
was it?
fake full screen.
Well,
It
they
made
had
me
full
chuckle.
screen, fake full screen, and Windows. I didn't even try
Oh,
fake
okay.
full screen. I don't know what that is. So
It's borderless windowed is what fake full screen is. There will be no border, but you can still move your mouse like to a different monitor or whatever.
oh, that might be cool. So anyway, what happened though was when I switched to so my current computer setup, I've got a 34-inch monitor.
Mhm.
So I have Windows set at whatever that resolution is, but
Mhm.
150% because I can't read that shit.
Right, right,
Fucking
right.
no nobody can. I don't care how old you are, you can't read it. So then I guess they didn't in any other game I play, any game on Steam, anything I ever do on my computer is not affected by that. But when I went to windowed mode in Baldur's Gate 3, the screen shifted about a third of the way up, and then what was on the top third I couldn't see, and then on the left third was on my other monitor. And I'm like, no, this is no good.
Ooh.
So I thought, how am I going to fix this? So I went to my Windows settings and I put display from 150 to 100, and then it worked. But
Oh.
I didn't like that I had to do that. And now every time I play, I've opened it 3 times or 4 times, and I have to do that every time.
Mhm.
So I don't like that. And I'm sure that's just a thing
Interesting.
nobody's complained about. They didn't even think about it. They got to fix it.
Right, yeah. I mean, like, we encountered so many because I played with my husband and then 2 other friends who we used to play Divinity with, um, and we had so many problems, like, um, when one character is interacting with, like, an NPC, right, everybody else in the party can listen to the conversation just by, like, clicking on them,
Yeah.
and they'll be able to watch the cutscene, but it'll still be that whoever is the person who did the conversation starting is the one who makes the decisions in the conversation. But everybody else can like watch and listen. So for some reason, my husband for like 2 hours could not join conversations at all. Like it just didn't work. There was no icon for him to click people. So we ended up having to have him be the one who did every single conversation, which sometimes depending on like character skills or whatever, sometimes you need to switch people who are doing the conversations because they have the right skills or the
Yeah.
right traits and stuff like that. So it was a little frustrating, but whatever. Um there were a lot of like mm, when there were like cutscenes, there's a lot of graphical
Hmm.
errors during the
Yep.
cutscenes.
That's not as
All
refined
kinds
as
of
it should
stuff.
be, I think.
Yeah.
Also, the
And I'm not complaining for the record, this is not a complaint whatsoever, but I know a lot of people out there may not have already bought Baldur's Gate 3 or they're thinking about trying the early access. So I'm just giving my experience.
yeah,
I will still play it cuz I don't like that kind of stuff doesn't deter me from wanting to play a game, especially if it's a game I think I'm really going to enjoy. Baldur's Gate will be a game that I already enjoy it
yeah.
despite all the bugs. Yeah. I didn't
And
want anybody to think I was complaining though.
the other thing that I don't know if they're gonna fix it is, or if it's just that's the way it is you're sort of looking at maybe like a 30-degree top-down angle, and like
Yeah.
if you walk under a beam, they haven't done a good job of like getting that beam out of there. It's like in your
Yes.
face while you're fighting, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yes.
Yeah, and so you got that. Then you
Yes.
gotta twist your camera. That's how I twist the
Right.
camera. I don't use my mouse, Robin. I go like that with body language. It doesn't work.
And I like, especially in turn-based combat games, I like if I can get a really good view of the battlefield, like really zoomed out, or a lot of games are pretty isometric or top-down.
Yeah.
If they're like Battlefield sort of games. But in this one, I felt, in my opinion, that the camera does not zoom out far enough for my taste. Yeah, so it was really frustrating because I couldn't, if somebody was, fighting kind of far in melee, but I was playing a wizard, so I'm like in the back, slinging spells. It was just really frustrating because I had to keep using WASD to move the camera to see like where's the rest of the enemies and stuff like that. It was really frustrating.
Yeah,
if it would just zoom out a little bit more, I could see everything.
I have all those same issues myself. And any game I play, doesn't matter if it's a combat or fighting or war, tanks, planes, boats, doesn't matter what the game is. I'm a giant fan of as third person as you can get and as far away from first person as you can get. I do not like first person.
I mean, I've played first person games, first person shooters. I used to play Counter-Strike Source semi competitively. So I don't mind first person shooters or first person games. They're not the kind of games that if I'm looking through my Steam library and I want to play a game, they're never my first choice.
Right,
they're never my fifth choice, like they're just I'm like, no, I'd rather play. I really like, turn-based, build a party, adventure, RPG sort of games. I really like. That's like my favorite genre. So
yeah, my
but
favorite
I love
genre
it so far though.
I'd say my favorite genre is RTS, real-time like strategy, turn-based, like and it doesn't have to be
StarCraft. That's
StarCraft,
my jam.
Yeah, StarCraft is awesome, but I like better than StarCraft, I would say, like one of my favorite games, and still is one of my favorite games, is Age of Empires 2.
Oh, I like Age of Empires 2 also.
And they have
great game.
And I'm doing the 3, the one they're doing in 3. And 3 isn't as good, but I'm hoping they improve it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like all that, but I want to be able to see the whole thing. I don't want to just see my little 2 feet of forest.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the army commander. Give me big battle view. Yeah, for sure.
And I don't know if you were doing this, but when I didn't know which way to go, I would ASD I would just search around the map and look
for
I
did
this
too,
looks like somewhere I should go, click and just go there.
That's pretty common though, and I found out too late that they retained from Divinity. In Divinity, you can press a button and it will light up things on the map that you can loot. So it feels really cheaty. But I think in Baldur's Gate 3, it's left alt. So if you just hold left alt and like kind of pan around, you can see, oh, there's a chest there and a body there or whatever, because it like tells you that they're lootable or whatever. It's really awesome.
Yeah. By the way, there's there's no thing that tells you that. You have to figure that out.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a as bare bones tutorial as it can get as you're playing.
There is. Yes.
And
yeah, the tutorial is very lackluster, but I know that they said that it was going to be like that anyway. So like they're adding all that stuff later. So this is literally, hey, I hope you know how to play a video game. Fucking play ours,
Yeah, and it's early access. I get it, and
right.
And so George said a year. Is that when they plan to release it? Is it going to be a year?
Yeah, and that's about how long Divinity was in early access for as well. So this is very normal for them, for this game company, Larian Studios. When Divinity came out too, they did really improve it during the early access period. There was like for the first 3 or 4 months, there was like patches, some of them daily, some of them weekly. Like they were really good about fixing things pretty quickly, and over time they added even more things that you could do, kind of.
Mm,
Um, and then the full game released, and it was great. It was great by the time it released. So
cool.
yes, I agree, George. All right, so since we kind of touched on some of the things we didn't like about it, what did you like about it? Was there anything that was redeeming of it
Um,
for you? Baldur's Gate 3?
well, so far I like the story, and so here's the thing. I'm almost never a story guy or a lore guy, or I just want to fight.
Mhm.
I just want to do 5e pickup games. I don't want to have a campaign. You know what I mean?
Right. Yes, I
but
know.
when you buy a video game, that's that's what's going on. And like
Mhm.
when I buy the Star Wars games or the any type of multiplayer game that has a single player campaign, I'm always excited to do that. So I do
Right.
like the story. I was like, what is happening? I was watching the cutscenes and I'm like, what is happening? This doesn't look like D&D. And then but I do like it. And then they I don't know if you've ever seen Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan, but they stole the idea about
I have.
okay, so the things,
God.
I can't say,
Mhm.
I don't want to spoil it. But
Yes. Yep. Mhm.
so I
I
liked
do.
all that, and I'm super excited about the turn, because it's going to take way longer to play, but at least I can say, okay, all right, just calm down. Which spell do I want to use?
Right.
Because
Yeah.
I don't. It's a little tougher to play real time where you're like, oh shit, and
Yes.
then you die 50 times before you figure out how you got to do it. And so I
Right.
do like that a lot. I like that, and
What
uh,
class did you play as when
I
you played through?
chose Wizard, of course.
Wizard. Yeah. Fucking wizard, best class ever.
Wizard's the best ever. And then when I leveled up and I'm like, oh, more spells, and I got to customize my spells. And
Yes.
I'm assuming that you guys are way lot farther than I am right now, but I just leveled up to 2. That's where I am.
Um, I mean, I can't really tell you where we are without spoiling things for people in chat, so I'd rather
But I
not.
mean, as far as levels,
Or possibly also you.
are you
We were almost level 3.
okay? So you're a bit ahead of me then. So,
Yeah.
and then I didn't. Well, we're supposed to be saying what we liked, and then as I do it, I keep
Sorry.
changing
I
to
know.
but because the level up thing. I mean, I finally figured it out. But when you level up, you you go, okay, I want to have this, and okay, thank you, and then you're like, wait, and then I couldn't figure
Mhm.
out how to get back in because I
Yeah.
didn't. I got to change my spells.
Yes.
Um,
I did feel like though well, I don't know. I mean, I had fun leveling up, but I was like, "Yes, new spells,"
yeah,
so
yeah, and so I think I'm excited to keep going and play more of it.
Mhm.
But I will probably with games like that I can't. I play. I shouldn't say that. What I was gonna say is I can't play it for very long. I can play it for like an hour or two. I can't play it for like
Mhm.
6 hours or something. But usually what I'll do is play until I die, and then try it one more. Like whatever killed me, try it one more
Right.
time. And then if I die again, like okay, I need to think about this. And
Right.
then or I'll get tired and it'll tell me it's the game is auto saved, and I'm like okay, good. I'll quit right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time to log out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I think I've played 3 hours
Okay, yeah,
so far.
we played 3.5, maybe 4, somewhere in that ballpark.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we probably
Yeah.
got about, equally into the story or whatever. We also had 4 people though, so I felt like sometimes our combats were very slow.
Yeah. And I
Just
of
because we
course
have
was
4
playing
players.
by myself with the most the most members of my party that I had was 3.
Right,
And then
and you had the NPCs in your party, correct?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
whoever showed up and said, "I
Right,
can
yeah.
can I play with you?" And I'm like, "Yes."
Yeah.
and then you get to control all their actions, which is cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I did today during my kids' nap. I logged on and I was like, I'm gonna play by myself
Yeah.
for a little bit. So I played by myself. And I made a ranger just to try them out because so here's the other thing I was gonna say. Larian Studios did take a lot of liberties. And the biggest thing that you can witness that in is the ranger class. If you play the ranger in Baldur's Gate 3, it is not at all the ranger from 5th edition.
Oh
They
no.
changed it entirely.
Like
I mean,
range sneak attack? Is that what?
no. They just so they changed the way their first level features work. So you still get I can't remember what they're called. Favorite enemy, but it works differently.
Oh, okay.
And Natural Explorer, and that one also works differently. They are very, very, very edited. Very
Yeah.
different. It makes the Ranger really good, though, is what I was getting at. I think that these changes should be how the Ranger works in 5th edition.
There's a lot of controversy about 5th edition Rangers. There has been for
I
5
know.
years. And I'm like,
Yes.
whatever, people just play the game.
Yes.
But yeah, so there's a couple things that I was like, "Oh, awesome." And then I'm like, "Oh, it doesn't work like that." Oh, whoops.
Mhm.
And it doesn't really even
Yeah.
tell you. Like you can hover over it and or you can read the spell or whatever, but it's almost like they built all the mechanics and they're going to come in later and fill in the words about how shit works, like maybe they haven't
Right.
decided.
Yeah.
Yeah, cuz I'm sure they're going to get a lot of people are gonna write
Mhm.
because they put a thing right there. Click here to tell us stuff
Right.
or what
Give us
report.
feedback.
Yeah, give us
Yeah.
feedback.
Yeah. I
And
will
then
say just oh, sorry, go ahead.
the in
You
the
you first.
cutscenes you see really big like like up on the top of the screen it says early access 1.1.33093 and it's like get that out of
Yep.
there.
Yeah. That cracked me up.
Yeah,
My dog is being loud. I'm sorry. I was going to say something, but
wants to be on the show.
it's just because my husband left, so now he's crying because he doesn't like me. He likes my husband. Um, so like my final thoughts for Baldur's Gate 3 would be that it is like really close to 5th edition, so you can definitely see that they're passionate about D&D in that way because all the spells are there, races, Drow's its own race instead of being a sub race of elf, which was weird, but I mean, so they took some liberties is what
Yeah,
I'm saying. But overall, it was really fun, and when I played it, I felt like I was playing 5th edition, but the video game. 5th edition, the video game. And it's beautiful. I thought it was beautiful. The graphics are beautiful. The spell effects are really cool. And when people cast spells, they like say things if they have a verbal component. So
yeah,
it's not. It's I don't know. I just really liked it. I thought when I'm slinging ice bolts, my character is saying they're made up words, magic words, whatever. But I thought it was really cool, and
yeah. I do like the
it's just like little
graphics.
things like that that
I
make me
like the
appreciate it.
attention to detail, like
Yeah.
climbing during combat. You got to climb up the rock and all that kind of stuff. And the one thing that was surprising though to me, and maybe they'll add more refinements, but the characters sometimes when they're talking, their mouth isn't moving,
Yes. Yeah.
and I'm like, what?
They
Come
said
on.
they said they're aware of that. They didn't mocap some of the voice lines,
Yeah.
so they'll fix it. It'll be fixed. Oh my god, my dog!
What's his? Why is he whining?
Because he doesn't like me. He wants Messi, and Messi's not in here, so he's like, "Come save me" or whatever.
Can't the dog go to where Messi is? Does he? Does he not
No,
have?
he's leashed because we don't let him free roam
Oh.
all the time
Oh yeah, I'd
because
be
he's still a
whining too.
puppy and he chews on everything. So he needs supervision, is what I was getting. It's not abuse,
Fur
no.
baby abuse.
Okay. No. All right. Okay. That's pretty much all the points I wanted. I'm glad we got to talk about it though, because you're always so much fun to talk too. And if I tried to do this with some of my other friends, they'd be like, "Robin, shut the fuck up. Nobody wants to talk about Baldur's Gate." You know what I mean? So
I'll talk
I
about
appreciate
anything.
you.
You can just name a subject and I'll say, well, here's what I think about that. I have
That's
opinions.
it. I'm out of subjects for the night.
That's
So
it.
it's your turn.
All right. My subject is give the dog a bone and let him show us where you hurt him. Oh,
Oh
point on the bone where you were touched in the bad place. Yeah.
no.
So all I want to talk about is something we're not going to talk about. So I'll have to
What's
think
that?
of something else. Oh, the current event. There's a thing happening in the world right now as we speak that
The election?
I will be watching later. Yeah, the VP debate.
Oh, the debate. Yeah, that's
So
tonight, isn't it?
it's right now. Yeah, I'm
Oh
taping
shit.
it.
Oh,
Yeah, so I'll watch that later.
I see.
Um, but yeah. Oh, okay, okay, calm down. I have a monthly pass, like Regal Cinemas unlimited movies, right? And it's like 22
Okay.
bucks a month, and that includes tax and everything. I think it's 21 bucks, but plus tax. Anyway, so, and this allows you to just go see as many movies as you want. You can go to the movie. If you like the movie, you watch it 6 times. Or you can just watch any movie wherever you want, all the time. So it was pretty awesome, back until about mid-March. Um, when the COVID started, they suspended it, and they said, hey, we're not going to charge you every month, and we'll just wait. And then,
Right.
right,
Because you can go to the movies.
could go to the movies. So now, um, they opened the movie theaters in Idaho, but not Washington. So I'd have to drive 30 miles to see a movie. I'm like, yeah, whatever. And I don't even know if they charged me or not. I don't know. But then now they're closing. Regal Cinemas is closing all their locations, worldwide or whatever, on
Really?
October 8th. Yeah, tomorrow. And then
Why?
so they said because no one's going to the movies. So
Okay. But I
they
meant like, are they filing bankruptcy? They're
no, they
closing
didn't. That's
forever,
what I
or
thought when it was reported on the news that they were closing. I thought, oh my god, that's it, it's over. So they're closing them tomorrow, and then until further notice. And then they sent an email again saying, hey, by the way, if you have the monthly thing, we're not going to charge you. We'll turn it back on whenever we open up the theaters. And I'm assuming they're going to go out of business, and I just lose 3 months or 4. I don't know how many are left,
right?
but I'm of the opinion that regular movie theaters are going to go away. It's going to be like the drive-in. It'll be a special occasion. There won't be any multiplexes. They might have some movie theaters that are one screen that people go to the way you go to like Rocky Horror Picture Show now or whatever. It'll be a special niche thing that people do. And I'm just assuming that all the movie studios, most of which already have streaming services, are just going
Mhm.
to make movies and charge you 30 bucks to watch it unless you want to wait 2 years or something.
Right.
That's what I like
Yeah, man,
Mulan.
that's yeah, I know.
Because
Oh, okay.
I'm a giant James Bond fan. It was
Same.
supposed to come out in April. They pushed it to November, and now they pushed it to next April.
Mhm.
And they said they're going to try to do it in the theater, but that's a long time away. That's like 6 months from now.
I know.
So
And think about it from the movie maker's perspective, like the people who are invested in making that movie. They're literally not making money off of it for a very long time. Like
right,
they aren't, you know what I mean? Like I know when movies are produced, all the money is up front, right? You pay the actors, you pay the cameras, you pay the
yeah,
effects, etc. So now they're just out all this money and they can't put the movie out and recoup the costs of
right,
making that money. It's insane.
yeah.
Crazy.
And uh, like, if you would have talked to me in, let's say, the year 2000 or 2002 or 4, right in the beginning of the 2000s, and I
Mhm.
told you, hey, one day, Circuit City, Tower Records, Blockbuster, Radio Shack, they're all going to be out of business in 10 years. You would have said, fuck you. What the
Um,
fuck are you
yeah,
talking
I
about?
would not
And
have
it's
believed
the same
you.
thing. If you said to me 2 years ago, hey, movie theaters aren't going to be a thing anymore, I would have been like, get
I
out of here.
know.
But guess what?
It's
Shit happens.
crazy.
Yeah.
I couldn't even believe when Circuit City closed, like, forever. My
Motherfuck
brother
me.
worked at Circuit City when they closed. I was like,
Yeah.
"You're losing your job? What?"
Well, and
Like, it's so
I
crazy.
I owned a video store in 2006. That was the perfect time to get in. Ah, it didn't work out. That was in Glendale,
No.
California. So, yeah, but you just don't think, like the Korean lady that sold us the store, she must have known. But so yeah, we didn't we kind of broke even on that, but it wasn't, we thought we were going to be rich. We have a movie store, and about the only thing that was nice
Believe
about it
me.
is, huh?
Would you I didn't mean to cut you off, I'm sorry.
About the
Finish.
only thing that was nice about it was while I was working, because we couldn't afford to have a staff to where we were just sit back and be like, we're the owners, we
Right.
don't work, but I had to work in there all the time. But I watched a lot of movies. So that was about the only
I
good thing.
bet you did.
Yeah.
I bet you did. Would you believe that there is still a Family Video a mile from my house, still
Yeah.
open and, like, surviving somehow?
Yeah. Because I would
Like,
believe it.
I'm boggled about it. Oh, they're closing, Messy says. Never mind. I take it all back. The Family Video in Antioch is closing.
Uh-oh. Well,
That's unfortunate. Because when we moved here, we haven't seen a video store in a long time. We've always lived in fairly suburban sort of areas, and we hadn't seen a video set like a Blockbuster, Family Video, none of these in a very long time. And then we moved here and we were like, oh shit, there's a Family Video right there. We never go there because who the fuck goes to Family
well,
Video anymore?
what's funny is it's the reverse of what you would think. You would think that the video stores would survive better in bigger cities, but no. They survive better in rural areas because, and
Hmm.
this is going to sound very insulting, those people don't have computers or cable
Right. Or
TV. They just,
they,
yeah,
yeah,
they're farmers, and everything's pencil and paper, and they go to the video store. And nothing wrong with
yeah,
that. It's just that people that have the internet don't need a video store. Yeah.
right. And I thought for
My
a while
unlimited
that
porn information.
Redbox
I had a porn
was a
section in the
good
store.
solution.
Oh, Redbox, you
The
say?
Redbox
Yeah.
things. Yeah. Yeah,
Now
yeah.
there's
For a
still
long time, I thought
Redbox.
those were genius.
They're still around here where I am. They still have Redbox, but they have now, Redbox now has a streaming thing.
Yeah.
So they're, just like Netflix used to only
Like
be.
Netflix.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Because, I mean, Netflix was the first big one where you could order your movie online and have it shipped to you, like a
Right.
physical object.
And
Yeah.
then they said, "Hey, we'll just send it to you digitally."
Yeah.
And
Watch it on Netflix.
now they're a major producer of original content.
That's crazy to
Yeah.
think about, right? I remember when Netflix was literally just the mailing service. Like you could get DVDs in the mail,
Well, so
thing.
they have about 3 they have about 30 million subscribers at an average of $10 a month. So $300 million a
Jeez.
month is what they make.
Crazy. Oh my
That's low.
god.
That's low. I'm guessing low.
Yeah.
But
Like low
and then
estimates.
they
We
and then
pay
they have the balls to
extra.
raise it $1. Like, what the fuck?
I know, right? That's
It's
crazy.
crazy.
When you think about it, that's crazy.
So these
Because I
visionary
used to do
people,
that,
they're
like, with MMOs too, where they're like, "Oh, we have a 9 million player base, World of Warcraft." And
yeah.
if you do the math, that was $15 a month per player, 9 million unique accounts during one of its, like, peak periods, after Wrath of the Lich King. And, yeah, that's insane. That's an insane amount of money. I'm not even good at math, but what's 9 million times $15
Well,
a
yeah,
month?
it's like 135 million whatever a month.
Crazy.
So, and that, but that's, if you think about it, all these billionaires who have these companies, Bill Gates was the first one to realize. He was the first one to realize, it's not going to happen right away, but eventually every person is going to have a computer in their house, and I'm going to be making something for all those people. It's like if you invent a brand new thing that's never been invented before for a car, that's it, you're set, because everybody has a car, right? All you got to do is
Mm-hmm.
figure out something that every single person needs.
Yeah.
And so Amazon, shopping from home,
Yep.
everybody might not do it, but everybody can do it.
Right.
um you know um Netflix, who doesn't want to watch some shows, right? I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. You
yeah,
want to pick what you want to watch whenever
yeah,
you want to watch it. Yeah. It's
yeah, for
ingenious.
$10 or $12,
It's
whatever it is.
genius.
It's genius.
So you're telling me I can watch Friends whenever I want?
Yeah, with no
What?
commercials.
Oh. Yeah, with no commercials too. Which I wish fucking Hulu would do. Okay, here's an
Well, they
irk I
do.
have. We pay for Hulu.
Yeah.
We pay for ad-free Hulu, but on some of their programming, uh, there's like a thing at the beginning. It says this programming is like exempt from ad-free packages. And then they fucking put ads in it. And I'm like, "But I pay extra for no ads in my Hulu." And they still put fucking ads in. It's a lot of the newer shows, like
How can they do
whatever
that?
is super duper new. I don't fucking know. It's Hulu. They do whatever the fuck they want. It's their company. Look it up. It's true.
No,
And
no. Look
it
it
really
up. Don't
irks
tell me
me.
to look it up.
No, I
But
meant
you
like
can't.
go to Hulu and you'll see some of their programming
Right, I
is
get it, but they
not
that's
ad
like,
free.
read your contract, but that's like
I
fucking false
know.
advertising.
I no, but when you buy the ad free upgrade, it says some shows on Hulu are exempt from being ad
Well, then
free. It
fucking
just
why
really
even do it?
irks me.
Yeah,
No, I
because
know. It
because I,
just
I I
it
have
just
Hulu,
really drives me crazy.
but I don't have ad free Hulu. I want to get it, but now I'm not going to if that's the case. But
Yeah.
it's just
It's a very
annoying.
small number of shows, but
Yeah,
if you're into like, oh, what's like really new and really popular right now, it's a lot of that stuff, which is
right.
the unfortunate part.
Only thing I care about is The
So,
Handmaid's Tale. Um, that's so awesome. That's the greatest show ever.
yes,
Um,
I watched the first season, but not anything past that.
oh, I
So,
watched it all.
that was really good though. It's
And
really good.
actually what I did was I binged
Creepy.
it. I got, like, I'm caught up now, but I watched
Mhm.
all of it like back to back for a couple weeks. It was amazing. I almost don't want to even watch any show on any platform that isn't able. I want the whole thing. Give it to me. I want the
Right.
whole season.
Yes, I
But
feel the same way. And I get really frustrated when new shows come out and everybody's like, "Oh, you have to see this new show. It's awesome." And then I look at it and it's only one season and I realize that's only like a week of my life.
yeah.
And I know it's going to end and I'm going to want more and then I'll be left feeling emptier than before I started watching it.
Well, no, if I know in advance, like for example, there's a new show right now. It just started last night or the night before, whenever it was, and it's called Next, and it's about the singularity, right? It's about like artificial
Ooh,
intelligence taking over. So there's only
okay.
been one episode, and it is weekly. It's on Fox, I think, and it is
Like
weekly.
Westworld kind of?
Not. No, not really. I mean,
Okay.
same feeling, but not the same subject matter. But
Okay.
anyway, the cool thing is that it's one of these things they're calling a limited series. So it's only going to be like 10 episodes or whatever the hell it is, and then it's going to.
Lame.
So it's just a long movie, which is I'm fine with.
I okay, that's fine. As long as it ends like things are wrapped up in the ending. That's my problem with I love TV shows. I much prefer TV shows to movies. My problem with TV shows is that if the producers are planning for it to be more than one season, often the first season will end without things resolved.
Yeah,
And that's fine if you watch it 10 years after the fact because then you can just watch the next season.
yeah,
But it's very unfortunate and I hate being left at the end of a season and then there's nothing else to watch because there's no more seasons yet. And there's just so many unresolved things. It just drives me crazy. Like
So
I
I
feel this
have,
way about The Witcher because we only had one season of that. I finally caught up on The Boys, but now I'm like, I want more, but there's no more to watch. I guess there will be more tomorrow, but then after tomorrow's episode, there won't be any more for a long.
yeah,
It
so
just
it's
drives me
Friday, not
crazy.
tomorrow.
Right? Yeah. Oh, Friday.
So
Sorry,
let me
but
tell you a
anyway, it
story
drives me
about,
crazy.
let me tell you a story that you'll appreciate based on what you're saying.
Okay.
So you're far too young to know about this, but so there's a long time ago in the 60s there was a TV show called The Fugitive, and then in 1993 there was a movie with Harrison Ford called The Fugitive, and it's just about a guy that is wrongly accused and he's running from the law, right?
Okay.
Super awesome stuff. So in the year 2000, they remade the show. They put it on TV, The Fugitive, CBS.
Okay.
And at the end of the first season, the last scene in the show was the fugitive and the cop chasing him with a gun in each other's face. And then
Okay.
it faded to black and they fucking
No,
canceled the
I fucking
series.
hate that
They
shit. I hate
canceled
that
it.
shit.
And that was the day I came up with this idea that I think Hollywood should do, which is any new TV show that gets greenlit to be on the air should have an escrow account so that
Mhm.
if it gets canceled, they can film a last episode and fucking tie that shit up and not have
Yeah.
people like me be pissed off for 20 years and I'm still pissed off.
Right. Another thing I wish I would it's a two-parter here. I wish when networks agree to a show, right? To like bill a show or whatever it's called, the terminology for it. When they agree, I wish they would agree immediately to 2 seasons. I understand they only do 1 season because they need to test it, make sure it'll be popular, et cetera,
Yeah.
et cetera. But you can still do that with 2 seasons. Who fucking cares? You know what I mean? Like, okay, so let's automatically bill shows for 2 seasons. And in addition, I wish producers, showrunners would yeah, just fucking tie shit up at the end of a season. Like, if you
Yeah.
know the season finale and you are unsure of the future of your show, fucking write it that way. Don't leave shit dangling. You know what I mean? Like, fuck. It drives me
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Hate it. All right, that's all. Firefly kinda didn't end well for me, and that show will never come back, which is sad.
No, but they did do Serenity, which was
I
very,
know,
I'm so
yeah.
happy they did it.
Mhm,
Serenity
yeah.
might be, I mean, you know me, I'm a big Star Trek fan, I'm a big Star Wars fan.
Mhm.
Serenity might actually be the perfect science fiction movie.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking good.
It's
I
pretty good.
I like the Firefly franchise. I
Yeah.
liked the movie Serenity. It was really good. I wish there was more of it. That's the problem. It was so good and there's not enough of it. You know, like some shows you feel like this show has been going on for too long, like
Yeah.
Friends, Seinfeld, etc. I have the opposite feeling for a lot of shows that I
Well,
really
yeah, I
like.
mean,
This show
Firefly
did
only has
not
like
go on long
14
enough
episodes or
at
something,
all.
right? There's only 14 of
I
them.
know, it's
Yeah.
fucking sad. Ugh, so
And
frustrating.
Monica Morena Bach, or what's her name?
I don't know.
The
I'm not good at
companion.
people
Yeah,
names.
she can be in anything. That's fine.
Mhm.
I've I've watched shows with her in it just because I didn't give a fuck what the show was.
Right?
She's been in a lot of stuff.
Fair enough.
Um, yeah. So TV, y'all, streaming.
Take a deep breath.
What? I know Bane's
Being
like take
me
it.
or Rob? Probably
No,
me,
me.
because
He typed that
I
while
get
I was.
passionate.
No, about the time I
Oh,
said I was still pissed off 20 years later is about when he typed that.
right, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe both of us. Who
So
knows? Probably you,
you've
though.
watched Next Generation, right?
Yeah, I've watched
Yeah.
with Jean-Luc Picard. Yeah,
Yeah,
of
Jean-Luc.
course.
So in 1990,
1990.
I'm old
I was
enough to
2
have
years
watched
old.
that show as it was airing, right?
Yeah, I did not. No, it
So
was definitely rerun territory for me.
uh, in 1990, that was the year that the season ended with Locutus of Borg and all that, and
Oh,
then
yes, yes.
Riker turns to Worf and he says, fire, and then dun 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 swelling music, and then
Right,
to be
yeah.
continued. And I was
Oh,
so fucking pissed off. But the joy of it was I knew that 4 months later I was gonna see what the
right.
hell happened, right?
There's no way they'll cancel Star Trek. I think Star
No,
Trek will go on for a very long time. They just keep doing new ones. Like
yeah, well,
now, isn't there a new one going on right now? Right
so
now?
two of them.
Right.
Sorry,
Yeah.
three. Sorry, three. There's three.
I've
So
not seen
there's
them.
Discovery, which is coming
Never seen it.
back. There's Picard, which is
Never
coming
seen
back
it.
with Whoopi Goldberg as
But I
Guinan.
really want to.
And then I just heard the other day there's a thing I just didn't even know about, which is called Lower Decks, which is an animated.
Oh, I've seen clips
Yeah.
of that. It's supposed to be really fun, like Rick and Morty kind of like
Yeah, I don't know,
adult
but I didn't even know it was a
cartoon.
thing. And my
Yeah.
friend, I thought this is
Mhm.
an April Fool's. Stop fucking joking around. He's like, no, it's a real thing.
No.
Yeah.
It looks so good, and yeah, it's, like, kind of in the vein of, Rick and Morty, The Simpsons, Futurama, like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's supposed to be funny.
But
It's a comedy.
I don't fuck around. I'm a Star Trek fan, okay? I'm not fucking around. But I resent CBS for charging me for it. So what I do is I wait till that shit's over and then I pay for 1 month
Mhm.
and I binge them all and then I cancel that shit.
Yes.
Cause fuck
That is probably what
CBS.
I'll do for Picard. I'll wait a while, and then I'll buy
Yeah,
a month, and then I'll watch all of whatever is available of Picard. I really wanna see that one,
it's
for
excellent.
sure.
It's very good
And
and
they got
satisfying.
Patrick Stewart to reprise his role, or is it a
No, no, it's him.
prequel?
Yeah, it's him. Oh,
Okay,
they wouldn't have done it
cool.
without
Yeah,
him.
I
Oh
definitely
no.
wanna see it.
Yeah.
Well, I
Well,
mean,
have
they
you?
would have if they were like, "This is Picard before the next generation." They'd have to get a different actor to be
Oh yeah,
young
they'd have to get
Picard.
James McAvoy to do it. Um,
I don't know who that
so
is.
James McAvoy is the person in the X-Men movies who plays Patrick Stewart's part as a young man.
Oh, I see.
He plays Professor X as a young man. So
McAvoy. Doesn't look anything like him,
no, but
James
you can buy it.
McAvoy.
You can totally. I
It
mean,
must be in the accent. Maybe he's got the
yeah,
accent.
yeah. They're both British. So Star
Actually,
Trek.
James
Oh,
McAvoy is Scottish, so
whatever. It's
check
the
your
same. It's the
facts.
same. It's the same. If you're from Louisiana or you're from Mississippi, it's the fucking same. It's the same. It doesn't matter.
Fair enough.
It's all those people. You know what I'm saying? Write letters. Write letters, everybody. Send email. Um, God damn it! I was gonna say something about Picard. What was it?
I'm sorry.
It's awesome.
I'm so sorry.
Um, and
Is it
Star
good?
Trek. It's good. It's really good.
Nice. Holy shit, he
And
was in, like, every X-Men movie ever. James
yeah,
McAvoy. I just looked him up. That's the problem, I've not seen all the X-Men movie I've seen some of them, but not all of
I've
them.
seen all
I
of them
really need to
except Dark
pick up.
Phoenix, which I heard. I was actively told to skip that. I heard it's a giant piece of
Oh,
shit. Even though I
I'm gonna
like
watch that
Sophie
one
Turner or
first.
whatever her name is.
I love Sophie Turner.
Yeah,
I just I've seen her in a couple of other things, and I don't think she's I think she was better on Game of Thrones when
yeah.
she's on Game
You
of
know
Thrones.
what it is? I don't think she's that good of an actress.
That's
Um,
what I was trying to say, but in a
yeah,
nice way.
I like her though. I like her when I see her in interviews or when she's just being herself.
Yeah.
And she was
Yeah.
good in Game of Thrones, but I think a lot of those people on Game of Thrones they got a job and then they fucking said, "Oh shit," and they were in it for 10 years.
Mhm.
That's what I was gonna say. Thank you,
Yeah.
Bane. That's what I was gonna say. Have you seen Robin the Uber Eats commercials with Mark Hamill and Patrick Stewart?
No, I have not,
You gotta look those up.
but
There's at
I'll
least four of them.
look 'em up.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're really funny. You should watch them.
Okay. I love
And
Patrick Stewart.
yeah, and Mark Hamill, of course, Luke Skywalker.
Mhm. Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, right. That's right.
they're
Yep.
very hilarious. Yeah. And yep, that was what I was gonna say. Those, and then for a while they only had one. I was just seeing the same one over and over. And then like one day I saw that and I saw like three different ones over the course of 2 hours and I was like, this is awesome. So
That's
they obviously
awesome.
filmed a bunch of them and so yeah.
Cool. I need to watch that.
My camera's still bothering me.
I'm sorry.
It's
Yeah,
bothering
you're
me.
like in a different dimension, so you're
I
all
know.
squashed.
I wonder if I don't think it helps if I yeah, that doesn't do anything if I change the fuck Kevin. Oh, here. Hey,
It's
everybody.
fine.
Tip your wait staff. I'm in the
He's fine.
magical forest. I should just go back. I should just be in my office here. Some of these aren't even really doing
Just
well.
looks so not nice. There you go.
Not
Oh,
nice.
whatever. That works too. Because the backgrounds aren't, they don't look real. You know what I mean? They're not very realistic.
This is a
Yeah,
fake
that's what
background
I
here.
meant. Gosh, Rob. No, it's not.
That's my real house.
That's your house.
With all my games. So
This is
out in
my
the
real house.
hallway, in the living room, games stacked up there. Games stacked
Still?
up down here. Yeah, well, there's
Oh
nowhere
my
to put them.
god.
That's where they live.
Buy a fucking box throne shelf.
I have to
like
build. I have
have.
nowhere to put those. I have no. There's literally no
Oh.
wall for me to put those shelves in my entire house. I have to build
Time to
another
spring
house.
clean.
I can't throw things away.
Spring clean.
I'm not a
Yes,
hoarder,
you can.
but
You can't take it with you when you die. So you
I'm
can
taking it with
definitely
me.
get rid of stuff.
I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna take it with me.
Why do you have a claw grabber thing?
There are many places in my house that I can't reach, but that I can drop a cookie. So
I don't even want to know. Oh my
What
god,
about-
Rob, if I go to your house and it looks like something that you would see on Hoarders, I will have an intervention for you.
my neighbor
I
got
don't
me
even know
this.
who that is.
I can't throw it away.
Well, I can't use free. I mean,
What if she comes over here?
Oh my god.
I have some of these nice coasters. Those don't go.
I mean, those are cool, and coasters are useful. I'm such a I mean, I'm not a minimalist. We obviously have a lot of stuff, but we only keep stuff that we either need or is part of a hobby that we do or we use all the time. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, I have D&D books too. Fuck you.
Garbage can?
I can't actually grab all of mine. I just grabbed 3. But I have D&D books too.
I have the Kleenex box that we were joking about the other day that still has the extra Kleenexes piled up on top of them, Robin. As you see here.
Why?
Remember?
I can't put my books back. No, I don't remember.
On the Monday stream, I was pulling them out. And then I remember.
I
remember.
And
they're still there.
No, don't remind me. I remember.
Check from Mr. Donald J. Trump. Check for
Oh my god!
$1,200.
See that you can totally throw that away. You don't even need that.
I have this picture of me that Mr. Engorgio
That's
drew.
cool. That's fine. Put it in a frame and put it on the wall.
I have this.
I'm gonna come over to your house.
Visa Prime credit card right here.
I help you.
Did I show the numbers? Everything. No, I didn't.
That should be in a wallet. Everything must have a home. Marie Kondo yourself, Rob. Marie Kondo your house.
I'll show her Marie something Kondo. That sparks joy. You come over to my house and I'll show her. So cute.
Everything must have a home and keep only the things that spark joy.
I have a napkin that I haven't used, so I left it there because it's still clean. I've got...
This is painful, you guys.
My communicator, which is out of power somehow.
I have, you know what I have on my desk? Office supplies, like a normal person. Okay,
I have a pen.
Look,
I have a pen.
Fucking big tin of paper clips and shit. Okay, I got unopened sticky notes, but I have a pack that's actually opened. Here's my open pack of sticky notes. Okay, and then I have a paper sorter, which I can't really lift, but I put my papers on it, and then my keyboard, my mouse pad, camera, monitors. Yeah, I have a calendar right here also.
Fuck yeah.
A very giant calendar. There's my calendar. See? Lovely.
I don't have a
and then I have shelves.
There's a calendar hanging in my kitchen. And the only reason I bought this calendar was to support the photographer that made the calendar, which is just pictures of Spokane, like a riverfront park and everything. And just yesterday, it's hanging on the wall in my kitchen, and I just yesterday changed it to October from June.
Oh my god.
Because you don't need a calendar. You got it in your phone right here. You don't need it. And
Wait, Bane said you have a copy of Tasha's Guide to Everything?
I
The
do
D&D
not.
book?
No.
Oh, no.
No,
Okay. I
it's
had
not out.
Xanathar's Guide to Everything is what I showed.
Yeah.
I
Tasha's,
don't
nobody
have
has that.
Yeah, it's not out yet. I think he's trolling me. I just got trolled. That's fine. I also have Deep Magic.
You have to whisper it. You can't.
Yeah, you gotta say it like Taste the Rainbow. Deep Magic. Deep Magic.
Deep Magic. Soon to be.
I sleep with it at night. I'm kidding. No, I don't.
You work on it a lot though.
I do. Yes. I didn't work on it today though because I played Baldur's Gate. Fucking sue me.
Fuck. Fuck yeah.
Fuck
Fuck
yeah. I can't
yeah.
even do it.
Mother
What's the other one you
fuck
have
me.
of me?
This
now?
one.
Mother
The other
fuck me.
Mother
I
fuck
can't
me.
hear it.
I know you can't hear it.
Oh, mother fuck
I've been
me.
playing them
Yeah.
about every 20 minutes. I've been playing them on the show.
Are you serious? God damn it.
Fuck yeah.
Why would you do that to me? I need sound bites of Rob to embarrass you with when I'm streaming.
Oh, have you seen my Twitch fails video? You should watch it.
I have not. I used to have one of those, but I took it down off my YouTube channel.
It's on my YouTube channel.
I took a lot of stuff off my YouTube channel lately, actually. I have done a purge. Actually, I purged it a couple of years ago. I got rid of all my podcasts.
How come you do? Why would you do that?
Because, well, for one, they're out of date. Because back then I was doing like esports stuff. Who's gonna watch a podcast about the StarCraft 2 championships from 2013?
Let me tell you the answer to that. Your children.
Fucking
in 20 years.
nobody.
In 20
That's okay.
years,
I
your
left
children are gonna watch
videos
it.
on there that my kids
After
can
you're
see.
dead. Well, you're not going to be dead in 20 years. We can't because we'll be in our 5th term, by the way, Rob. Did you know that by then? We'll be in our 5th term.
All right. I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, that 13th Amendment or whichever one. I don't know the amendments.
Yeah, I don't know. Where were we going with that? I don't remember. I purged my YouTube channel. I'm not done purging it. There's still things on there that I'm probably gonna take off. But
Holy shit!
so
I better get
meant to
over
tell
there
you.
and download all that shit before you turn it off.
No, why would you do that? It's all dumb. So here's what I'm thinking. And I know the last time I brought this up around, I don't remember if it was with you or in your chat or on a Sunday show. I've brought this up before though, but I really want to do Fantasy Grounds tutorial sort of videos on YouTube. And before anybody says, "Oh, but there's already tutorial videos on YouTube," right? Like, because I know Zacchaeus and other people
Me?
have made them, Rob, right? But the ones I want to make, I think, will either be different enough or in a different format or a different style that I think that I can do it without really, I guess, stepping on toes. But if you feel like it's really stepping on your toes,
Let me tell you
feel free to
something.
reach out with me.
Not only do I encourage you to do it, here I'm going to tell you why it's going to be widely popular. GWD says
From Vietnam, so.
No, but he's
Oh,
almost
yeah.
right. He's almost right. It's not that you'll be nude, but it is that you're a woman with a woman's voice.
You won't be able to tell just by looking at the videos.
You're not going to speak?
It'll be. No, I mean, but what I'm saying is if you type in, hypothetical, if you type in how to create a custom class in Fantasy Grounds, okay, right? And you hit enter. And if my video is in the search, if it even shows up in the fucking search results, right? You're not going to see my face because I'm not going to do it where it's like.
No, that's what I said. It's your voice. It's a woman's voice. Because that's atypical, right? It'll be great.
Yeah, but you'd have to click on the video to know.
No, but once somebody watches one of your videos, they're going to watch them all.
Sure, fair enough.
You don't think that's a real thing? It is. It's a real thing. There's a little person.
Yeah.
This
is my son, Aiden.
No,
he's walking. Wait, come.
He just
likes
ran away with
around
a cape. That's a superhero.
So this is Aiden.
Hi,
and
Aiden.
He loves blankets a lot. He's always walking around with blankets. Say hello.
Hi.
Okay. All right. Now you go.
He's like me when I first started comedy. Hi, I'm out. That's all you
He's
get.
cute.
Is he's
He's
8?
8 years old.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's 8. Yeah. So cute. Love him. He's a good kid.
You love your child, do you?
Because
That's
he
good.
listens to
That's
me.
that's an awesome thing that the mother loves the child.
No, I just wanted to demonstrate how well trained, that's not the right word. How behaved my children are. I say, "Come," he comes. I say, "Okay, go," he goes. Fucking amazing. Okay, I'm done.
Well, when you feed them and house them, they tend to do what you say most times.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
They at about, I think it's about 5 or 6, maybe a little older, maybe his age, that they realize the ability to stay alive is solely reliant on you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
They're like, "Oh
And then
shit."
when they get to my older son's age, they're like, "No, I'm not your fucking monkey.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do whatever you say."
Well, so
Oh my
here's
gosh.
a story that my mom was very fond of reminding me. So she used to take me camping, and my mom, her whole life was a big. She loved to go camping. She fucking loved camping. I never could understand it. So she would take me, of course, right? I'm like a little kid, single digit age. And I would play with my cars in the dirt or do whatever she would have me. She would set up activities for
Yeah.
me. And
Mhm.
then she tells me the story. One time when I was about, I think I was probably 9 or 10, she goes, she just asked me matter of factly, "Isn't this fun?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's okay." And then she just said out loud to herself, she just said, "Oh shit, it's over." And she
Oh.
knew right then that it was going to be a fucking chore to get me to go do this ever again. So I grew out
Mhm.
of it, right? Like I was just, because when I was a very small kid and my mom was a single mom, she was that's all there was. She was like a god. It
Yep.
was like, like
Yep.
whatever, man, whatever you say. And then, I get to be a teenager and I'm like, so I can think for myself, you know.
Mhm.
And that's, I think,
Yeah.
every kid, they whatever age they are, they're like, "Oh," and then the mom's like, "Oh, it's over. It's not cute anymore."
Right. Unless, like, sometimes you have that kid who's just, like, defiant from the day they're born, because that's my 3rd kid.
Oh, is
He's
it?
just like, "Yeah, fuck you, mom," like, dude, so he's going through this phase where he likes to take all of his clothes off, okay? He's like a nudist. I don't understand it. He's 2. We're trying to potty train him too. But he will not keep clothes on. So I'll in the morning, I'll get him out of bed, whatever. We wash him, we put clothes on him. And then 30 seconds later, if I turn away, if I'm not looking and I turn back and he's just naked as a jape, like naked as the day he was born. It's
Yeah.
fucking crazy. And I'm like, put your clothes back on. I get all firm with him, put your clothes back on. And then I still have to help him. But I try to say it so that he knows like what's going on. So we'll put his clothes back on. And then like if I'm doing something 10 minutes later, whatever, he's fucking naked. It's so frustrating. I hate it. I hate it so much.
Well,
I'm so over it.
you gotta get, when he's 18, you gotta get him, or maybe I guess it's 21. You gotta give him an application for Chippendales because he's ready to go.
Mhm. Dude,
Chippendales.
and, like, that's the worst part too is, like, he'll get naked, and I'll be so exhausted that I'm like, "Okay, whatever, be naked for, like, 30 minutes, as long as you don't pee on my floor," Like, that's what
Yeah.
I'm like, "Don't pee." So, I'll let him play naked, but all he does is walk around holding onto his junk, and I'm like, Why are you doing that?"
But
That's so weird.
I think that's a lot of boys. Maybe your other two
I don't
didn't do
like it.
that, but I think that's
They
a
did
thing.
not
Yeah.
that I mean, they used to stick their hands in their pants when they were, like, toddlers, and I assume, hold on to it and play with it or whatever, but that's normal toddler behavior.
Hmm.
I mean, it's all normal toddler behavior. That's not what I'm trying to say, that it's not normal, but, yeah, they weren't, like, streakers. They didn't have to be naked to, like, hold their junk. They would just stick their hands in their pants, and I'm like, "Why can't my littlest one do that?"
I mean, all the things you're describing are things that I do.
I know.
So
I don't like it. It's that way till you
it's
die, Bob Princess.
girls have a
I'm
penis and
fucked.
boys have a vagina. That's the difference.
Yep, that's right. I still put my hands in my pants. Mutation 666. Yeah, but like, oh my god, do you have to spend every waking moment being naked? Because that's what my 2-year-old wants. He wants to spend every waking moment. I can't talk.
Well,
Being naked.
it is a
Yeah.
foreign. I mean, when you're born and you're naked, being clothed is a foreign. You have to get used to that. You're the
Yeah,
natural
Rob,
state is
he's been clothed for 2 years. You'd think he'd be used to
no.
it.
He's the special breed. He's a
I
special
don't
little
get it.
man.
And we thought, "Oh, well, maybe it's too hot in the house. That's why he's taking his clothes off." So we've been keeping the house cooler. I've been putting him
Hmm.
in shorts. I'll let him be in shorts and no shirt, and he'll still take his shorts and his diaper off. I don't fucking get it. Drives me nuts.
Well,
Crazy. Kids are
it's
crazy.
crazy. It's crazy
Crazy.
times. It is. I don't have any
Indeed.
pants on right now. I have underwear
Good for
on,
you.
but I mean, I'm not a psycho, but
I think I have pants. Yeah, I have pants.
you had to look. Come on, you had to look to see.
Well, okay, in my defense though, sometimes I wear a lot of leggings, so sometimes it doesn't even feel like you're wearing pants because they're that fucking comfortable. I just happen to be wearing leggings and they're super comfortable. Yeah, but I'm wearing pants. Pants? Do leggings count as pants? They cover all my
Yeah, I think the
legs.
definition of pants is anything that covers your body from the waist to the ankle.
Okay, cool. Then leggings are pants.
If you say leggings instead of pants, you're not saying they're not pants. You're just being more specific.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm wearing pants. You're welcome.
Mutation is disagrees with me. He says they're underwear,
Uh,
and I'm like, if you wear a pair of
no.
long johns out into public, those are no longer underwear. Those are now your pants.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I go to the
Yeah, I
mailbox.
mean, like,
I'll go to the mailbox in my boxers because my boxers are all different, like with stripes and whatever. Unless somebody got really close and saw that they were more formed to my body than a loose pair of shorts would be, if you just looking at me from 100 yards away, you wouldn't know the difference. You'd say, "Oh, he's got shorts on."
right.
How would you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, so from what I understand, underwear are clothes that are intended to be worn under your clothing.
Right,
That's where the word underwear comes from. So
right.
there's no way that leggings are underwear because nobody anymore intends to wear them under clothing. Most
Maybe in the
women
80s,
that I
but not
know who
now.
wear leggings.
Yeah.
Right, right. But I'm saying leggings nowadays technically are pants and not underwear. Mic
Mutation
drop.
mutation are says leggings are worn under skirts.
Right, but they are also not worn under skirts.
Yeah, that's right.
Sometimes I wear them under dresses. Like, I have some, like, woolen dresses that I wear in the winter, and I'll wear leggings and, like, a long sleeve shirt under the dress and pull the dress over. It's because it's basically a glorified sweater, the dress
So you know my friend
is.
Ida,
Okay,
you know
anyways.
Ida.
Mhm.
She doesn't wear pants. She
Oh,
wears
yeah, I can't live a
dresses
life without
or
pants.
skirts or shorts or what. Never pants. She doesn't wear
Right.
pants. Yeah,
Yeah.
she just doesn't.
Some people are like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I asked her
That's
about that once, and she goes, "Oh, I just don't." I'm like, "What?"
like, my husband's grandmother, she doesn't wear pants, she only wears skirts and dresses, and only if they're, like, on the longer end of things, and I think it's a generational thing for her because that's what her generation wore. They didn't really wear shorts or short skirts or pants or anything, you know?
Oh yeah, there used to be companies back in the 50s and 40s and whatever where couldn't women were required to wear a dress to come to work and shit like that. Like it was all crazy.
Oh, yeah, way back in the day.
I wear undies.
I do, I do. I had to
I wear
defend
undies.
myself there for a second. I am not the kind of person who can go commando. I do not like I know
No.
there's a lot of women and men out there who can go commando, but I cannot. I don't like it. It's uncomfortable to me. And even when I go to sleep, if I'm wearing clothes or not to sleep, I always wear underwear. Like
I can't
always.
I don't like it either because
It's uncomfortable for
Yeah,
me.
it's almost undescribable. It's almost not possible to describe why it's uncomfortable, but it is.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't explain it.
And I've done it like, I'm old enough to have had situations in my life where I had to
Mm.
do that anyway. Uh, and I the whole time I'm scrambling to get home and get it right. But
Right. Right.
um, yeah,
I can't do it.
like I don't I so I'll put it this way: I don't like to be nude or nudish
Me either.
unless there's a reason for it, and then I'm
Yes,
down for it. If
we're the same
somebody
person.
says, "Rob, would you please take your clothes off?" There's no hesitation.
Hmm.
If somebody says take them off, and we're in my house alone, let me just add that in.
Hmm.
Or if we're
Yeah.
somewhere alone, then yes, they're coming off. But if
Yep.
I'm by myself and I'm not nude in my house because there's no reason for it. That seems unsanitary.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't I it's so well, one, I'm always cold. Like no matter what the temperature is, I am always cold. I feel like I'm always cold. So I like to have clothes on. I like socks like a lot. I feel really weird if I'm not wearing socks. Socks are like my fucking jam.
Now
But
I'm the
yeah, like when I go
opposite
to sleep
there.
at night, I still sleep in a t-shirt and like pajama pants or shorts or basketball shorts. Sometimes I have like women's basketball shorts, sweatpants. Yeah, I sleep in like fully clothed practically. Like I could get up out of bed and go check my mail and not have to put on any clothing. You know what I mean? Like I sleep in enough clothing.
I
But
wear,
everybody else in my house does not. I have a bunch
especially
of
the kid.
nudists and underwears only sleepers in my house. And it is I don't understand how anybody can sleep like that. Yeah,
Messi says
Messi
he sleeps
sleeps
naked.
naked, just like naked, naked, naked. And I'm like,
Well,
I don't know how you can do that.
a lot of men in relationships sleep naked in case there's even a whisper of go time. You're ready to go.
Yeah, but all he has to do is say, "Hey, tonight, you wanna?" Or something like that,
No,
and
no, it's got to
then,
be in case you sneeze in the middle of the night.
99% of the time it'll happen.
If you
Oh.
sneeze in the middle of the night, he's gonna be like, "Is this it? Is it time?" Um, yeah, I wear slippers full time in my house, and when I leave my
Mhm.
house, I take my slippers off and slide my feet into shoes, no socks.
Yeah, yeah.
And I have not always been
I
that
have
guy.
flip-flops that are like my house shoes.
Oh yeah.
I don't have a pair of slippers. But I mean, it's
Every
practically the same
Thanksgiving, these
thing.
slippers I wear cost about $70, and every Thanksgiving, that's my I do Cyber Monday, and I go to the same place and on the internet and I buy a new pair for the year, and that's like my Christmas
Nice.
present to myself. I buy these slippers on Thanksgiving.
Oh.
Yeah,
What
that's
kind
coming
of
up.
slippers are they? Are they like fleece lined or anything
Yeah,
fancy like that?
they're Lands End,
Oh, those look hecka nice. I
and
want a
they
pair.
look like that. And then that
They
black
got
mark that's down there is
fleece.
because I keep well,
Well, you need a new pair. It's almost Thanksgiving, Rob,
I'm gonna
so
get
you're
it Cyber
fine.
Monday.
Yeah,
Because
just
I
see,
think they're
there you go.
$70 and I get them for like 55 on Cyber Monday or something like that. But Lands
Oh
End,
my god, my husband is saying crazy stuff in chat. I'm sorry.
sorry, yeah, it can be a
Let
monster
him in here.
sometimes.
No, I'm kidding.
Giving her the Dutch oven with
No,
no
it's fine.
underwear. Wow. Oh no, that's not him. That's mutation.
I think he sleeps that way because he's always hot, like really hot. So I think for him it's cooler, which is
Yeah,
convenient because I'm usually really cold. And if I'm so cold that I'm like shivering, all I have to do is just like roll over and like I have a personal
yeah, he's a
heater right
heater there.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. Yeah. We have separate blankets though that we're like those weird married couples, you know how like eventually married couples will sleep in different beds.
yeah,
We're not there yet and I don't want to be there yet, but we have our own blanket. Like he has his blanket and I have mine because a long long time ago he used to accuse me of being a blanket thief, which I will vehemently deny. It's not true. Don't let him sway you otherwise. But now I have my own blanket, and he uses a weighted blanket, which I think is the craziest shit on earth. It weighs like 20 pounds. It's crazy. Have you ever heard of
no,
weighted
but here's a
blankets?
weird thing. I haven't used a weighted blanket, but I can't sleep. I have a comforter and a sheet, right? and I can't sleep. Even if it's 1,000 degrees, I can't sleep without a blanket on me.
Yeah,
I
me
can't
too.
sleep in like
I
open
have
air.
to have a
Yeah, I have
blanket.
to have a
Yeah,
blanket.
yeah, yeah. And
So
I pull it all the way over my head. I am very weird. I sleep like in my own fucking cave.
yeah,
Like blanket over my head. I'm
and
so
I
weird.
run hot too. This one girlfriend I had, I loved her so much. Her body. It was like she was dead. Her body temperature, because I sleep. I'm always hot, right? She
Right.
was freezing all the
That's
time.
me.
And in the middle of the night, I could just wrap my arms around her, and like my body temperature would drop like 10 degrees. It was crazy. And
Yes.
she would just mumble, "You're hot, aren't you?" And I'm like, "No, honey, no, I love you." She's like, "Yeah, you're hot."
Aw.
And I said, "Well, thank you."
Aw.
It was none of
That's
that.
so cute. Oh, I got an itch on my eyebrow. That's cute. That's adorable.
It was adorable.
Oh, I do. I used to do pillow between my legs too, especially when I was pregnant. It's the only way to like, I don't know. I can't explain it. When you're pregnant, your belly gets really big. I don't know if you guys knew that, but so
I'm not
your
sure if anybody
back
was aware.
hurt like all the time, and so everybody would always say, "Well, just if you put a pillow between your legs, it spreads your hips more and keeps your spine if you're a side sleeper.
Yeah.
It like aligns your spine better or whatever." So, ever since the second time I was pregnant, I was very fond of the pillow between your legs trick. It's actually really comfortable. But I actually sleep on my stomach. I can't fall asleep unless I'm like flayed out on my
I
bed,
can't
but on
sleep
my
on my
stomach.
stomach. I can't.
That's the only way I can fall
I
asleep.
can sleep anywhere else but my stomach. But if I snore now on my back, so I have to sleep on my sides. But
Mhm.
I have a sleep number bed, so I can adjust the head and the foot and whatever. So I sleep with, like, right now my bed, I just leave it. The feet are up about 12 inches or whatever, and I sleep with elevated feet.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
I am a
I
mouth
wanna get a
breather.
bed that, like, lifts, like, slide like a hospital bed that you can
Yeah,
sit up in because you can I want one of those
yeah.
beds.
That's what I have.
I
Yeah.
want one
I
so
am a
fucking
mouth breather, and
bad.
actually, you know what's funny is I actually don't. I wake myself up snoring, but I don't think I am snoring because I'm not doing it in my nose. I'm doing it in my throat.
In your mouth,
Yeah,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's that thing. Yeah, it's that. And so
Yeah.
I just have to take the cock out of my mouth, and I'll be fine.
I love you,
Messi snores like a
man.
bear and wakes me up all the
Oh
time.
my
And he
god, I
says
can't.
I snore, but I don't feel like I do. But you know what I have a problem with because I sleep on my stomach. I'll like end up with my head mostly in my pillow and I drool sometimes. It's so gross, but I'll wake up and I'm like, ah, everything like my whole
And do
pillow
you have
is
to, Robin? Do you have to
covered
wash
in
your pillowcase
so
every night
gross.
like I did when I was a teenager?
Yeah,
Yeah.
almost every night, but
Dragon Bait, thank you
gross.
so much for the subscription, sir.
I'm giving away all these unflattering secrets about myself, but
I
yeah,
don't.
I don't like it. I can't control it.
In the history of not only this show but of you and I knowing each other, I don't think there's ever been a time where either one of us has said, "Oh, I can't tell you that."
Yeah.
It's just all out there, whatever the fuck it
That's
is.
right.
We
Yep,
don't
yep,
care.
yep. So I drool on my pillow a lot. Rob, you like disappeared, so I'm
No,
like
sorry.
talking to
I
no
was
one.
I
Oh,
was scratching my leg, so when I lean forward, right,
uh-huh.
I go out of the.
Scratching your
I was scratching
leg.
my leg. I was. Oh,
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
I could have just used this.
It does have a purpose.
It does. I used that yesterday.
Well, just kidding.
Those cookies I like, the pink and white ones. I
Mhm.
dropped one. It hit my knee and bounced all the way to the wall, which is like
Oh
3 feet,
my
and
god.
under
So
the
it's your
desk.
lazy stick.
And so I got that cookie with it. And when I picked it up, I ate it.
Mutation early. If you missed the beginning of the show, we just talked about Baldur's Gate for probably like the first 40 minutes. It's gonna be
Yeah.
kind of. We went on for a while about
We
it,
went on
but
for,
we're passionate and yeah, it was about 40 minutes of Baldur's Gate
I think so.
chit chat. I would say that's my estimate. I don't know. Yeah. Now we're just talking about just whatever. We don't really do like we don't have like here's what we're going to talk about today. It just, literally whatever has been going on with us. So, yesterday Rob knew I was playing Baldur's Gate and I knew he was playing Baldur's Gate. So when we logged on to the call, I was like, "Oh, we got to talk about Baldur's Gate." So
Did you
that's
see
just
my
how it
message I
happens.
sent you at like 3 a.m. that said,
I
I
did.
got killed by a brain,
I mean,
I'm out?
right. I didn't see it until the next day. And it was like I was super so I saw it today.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Well,
would be
yeah,
today.
because it was
I've
like
just
3
been
a.m.
super
this
busy
morning or
today.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, I was crazy busy today, and then when I had
me.
time to myself when my kid took a nap, I said, "Fuck everything, fuck responsibility," and I played more Baldur's Gate
Fuck
3
yeah.
because
Fuck
I so
responsibility.
rarely do that though, I'm not you can ask Messy, you guys. I don't play games that much. Like if I get free time, I spend my free time doing work. Like
Mhm.
every time my kid goes down for a nap and on nights when I don't have streaming shows or I'm not playing D&D game, all I do is Fantasy Grounds work. Like I spend just about all my fucking free time doing Fantasy Grounds work. And it just burns me out sometimes. So yeah, today I said fuck it and I played some Baldur's Gate 3.
I said fuck responsibility when I was about 14, and I haven't. Somehow I still pay my taxes. I don't understand. But I don't. I think one of the greatest things about me is that I don't have a family. It's the worst and the
Right.
best thing about me.
Aw.
Because I don't have to. It's just me. If I fuck shit up,
Yeah.
it's just me.
Yeah.
It's me. Did the video
Yeah.
freeze?
If
No,
you
it's not frozen.
if you, skip on responsibilities or whatever, you're also the only person who has to pay for it.
Right.
So
I don't have other
yeah,
people that
pros
I'm
and cons,
responsible for
pros and cons.
making sure that shit isn't fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep,
But
yep. Yep.
all right, we're out of
All
material,
right.
everybody. That's all we have.
I think so. Yeah, I don't have anything else. That was kind of the big burner was Baldur's Gate 3.
Baldur's Gate
Which I'm probably gonna go
3.
play.
Yeah, I'm gonna go watch the shit show sequel and hope that it's better than the first one. And that's it, everybody.
That's it. Thanks everybody for coming to hang out. We appreciate you all. You
Yep.
guys are all amazing.
It's nice to
Chit chatting with us.
It's nice to have the group on Wednesdays because it's just so fun to just talk about whatever the fuck.
Drake planning on how to kill Robin's character on Friday. What did I do? Why so much hostility? Did I do something wrong? Does Drake hate me?
Drake, do it, Mutation says.
What did he do?
He killed me.
Oh, did he?
I think so.
Oh, when you in your Mad Mage game?
Uh-huh. Didn't I die in that? I die so much, Robin, I can't remember. I think I died.
I killed you.
Yeah, you killed me. Drake's killed me. Joe's killed me a few times. I've died like twice in the Friday game.
For what it's worth. I don't mind character deaths. I don't want anybody to think like that. Oh my god, she's one of those. Like, don't kill my character. I don't. I can take it. It's fine. I'm a big girl. It was so out of the blue for Drake to say that.
If you are heavily involved emotionally with your fictional character, you do not know how to play Dungeons and Dragons. It's supposed to be.
I mean, I don't mind when people are involved with their character. Sometimes I want that. I want people to be invested in good role playing. But not to the point where
if you kill a character, that person quits your group and never speaks to you again.
Oh yeah,
that's
too much.
Insane.
Yeah,
let's just calm down. It's a game.
Don't take it that far.
Kidding.
It's okay, Drake. If you kill me, it's fine. I'll run a game and I'll kill you in retaliation.
It's not okay if you kill me, goddammit. Oh, too late.
He's like, all right, note to self, never play in Robin's games. Got it. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I don't even remember how I died.
In Mad Mage.
In Drake's game, like 2 weeks ago or
Which game
less.
is that?
That's Ice Age. I
Is
mean
it the Mad
Ice
Mage
Age.
game?
No, Icewind Dale.
You died in the new game?
Uh-huh.
No,
Yeah.
Rob.
Yep.
I mean, actually, it's pretty easy to kill lower level characters than it is to kill higher level characters, in
And
my experience.
I was
That may
insta
not be true
killed.
for everybody else.
Yes,
Yeah,
I was insta killed.
so easy. One crit from like a fucking
Yeah.
bugbear, and like first or second level characters are just fucking done. Done.
Yeah. But I got to make another character, so that was fun.
What'd you make now? What's your new character in that game? You don't even remember.
I don't.
Oh my god.
Drake, what's my character in Saturdays? What do I have? His name.
He's probably not gonna remember either.
I remember
He's got
my
so
first
much other
character's
stuff going on.
My first character's name was CKC Craper, and now I think it's Zazzy. And yeah, it was a paladin. And yes, it was a paladin, and now I made a cleric specifically because there's no healing in the fucking party, so I made a cleric.
Mm-hmm.
Zazzy the cleric.
Mm-hmm.
And he's already second level. I somehow
You're a cleric now.
I was killed.
Gross.
I came back and I leveled with the party because it's milestone, so I automatically just went to second level right away.
I dislike clerics almost as much as I dislike warlocks. Warlocks are the bottom of the barrel for me. I will never play one. I don't like them. They probably think I'm the bottom of the barrel, worst dungeon master ever. It's fine.
You guys gotta watch Tuesdays. You gotta watch the show Tuesdays because no less than every 10 minutes, Robin will say, "I'm the worst DM ever."
It's true.
It's
because
hilarious.
I am. It's true. I'm literally look, you guys. If I ever advertise that I'm looking for players, run the fuck away. Don't play any games with me.
That's a really great sales pitch, Robin.
I have like zero confidence in my DMing skills. Also, Rob, the thing you have to remember is the game I play on Saturdays. I have played with the same people for 4 years.
Yeah.
Everybody, let that sink in for a second. When was the last time you played a D&D game with the same people for 4 years? Okay, so I'm very inexperienced in DMing for people outside of my comfort zone. So I have literally cultivated 4 years of DMing for the same people. I'm not a very good dungeon master. It's fucking true.
Oh, I guess I didn't have. I could have said it out loud. I was.
What?
Mutation asked me what was the last game I DM'd, and it was Dragon Heist. Waterdeep Dragon Heist.
Oh yeah.
And then I was gonna DM Dungeon of the Mad Mage, and then Joe Numbers, one of my players, said, "Hey, do you mind if I take a shot?" Yes, you can. Yes, I'm happy to let you do it. Yes, I didn't even let him finish the sentence. And then
we tried Waterdeep Dragon Heist at my house, and then coronavirus hit. And they were almost to the end of it too. They were at the part where they're like, about to get the thing that you spend the whole module looking for. You know what I'm talking about?
The MacGuffin.
I'm trying not to spoil it for people who haven't played it. Anyways, and also Messy because he's a player. He was a player in that game. So we had a home game where we were playing face to face, and then coronavirus happened. So we never got to finish that.
Yeah, and Drake says I don't have to DM anymore because he has people. So I love Dungeons and Dragons 5e. It's my favorite game. I love DMing. But,
me too.
But what a lot of people tend to maybe forget about me personally is that I have this Twitch stream, and I want content to be. Yeah, I want to. Well, you wouldn't know it by the audience size, 20 people. But I appreciate every single one.
Yes, but we do.
I do. I want to have content. So I like how Drake happened was same thing. I was doing the Friday game with my Friday group, and then Joe said, "Can I DM?" And that was in December of 2018. Still doing it. And for Saturday, those of us that were at the Florida event, a mix and match of some of those people were gonna start a Saturday game, and then Drake just said, "Hey, I can DM," and I said, "Okay." Like as soon as if
Just
anybody
like-
offers, and I was thinking about quitting Tuesday, and then but Clancy wasn't going to be able to do it anymore, and then you said, "Oh, I'll do." Okay, like you're like,
I
yeah, like anybody offers to volunteer to DM on my channel, I'll do it if there's a space for it. Like my days off are very precious to me. I won't do anything more than
right,
5 days
right.
because and
Same. I have
Monday's
5
almost a
days a
true
week
day
now.
off. Thursday's actually not a day off. It's I don't stream on Thursdays, but I'm doing a lot of fantasy ground stuff on Thursdays with the tip and the emails and the Facebooks and the Twitters and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And then every day,
That's my Tuesday.
about a half a dozen times a day, I scroll through the Fantasy Grounds Twitter account to see if I need to like or retweet. That's
Mm-hmm.
that's 7 days a week. That's no matter if I'm in the hospital, I'm
Oh
doing that.
yeah,
Yeah, I have done it
yeah,
in the hospital, as a matter of fact. Um,
yeah,
so yeah, don't say I'm
yeah.
the
We
future.
love D&D.
We love D&D.
Yeah,
That's why we're all here.
because if I'm the fucking future, we're fucked. I'm really not a good DM. I'm telling you guys right now, I'm not that great.
You
I
know what
am no
here's my
Matt
definition of a
Mercer,
good
Chris
DM.
Perkins, Deborah
My
Ann Wool. I am nothing like any of them.
my
Not good.
no, you're forgetting how generic this is going to be.
Okay.
My definition, my personal definition of a good dungeon master is a dungeon master. In other words, somebody,
I disagree.
huh? No,
I
anybody,
disagree.
because
So
what's the
disagree.
alternative? No dungeon master. Oh, so no game. Okay.
Sure, fine, but there are some I've encountered. I'm trying to figure out how to
So
word this.
it's like pizza and sex.
There are people who should not be dungeon mastering.
Yeah, true, but you're not one of them. So it's like pizza and sex. There can be better pizza or better sex, but if you're just having it, it's awesome. Like if you're having bad pizza or bad sex, bad DMing.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean I don't know what we'll talk about that next Wednesday. Like what
Wednesday.
What are
Because
bad
sex
DM?
Is bad sex, and I don't want it. So I don't want bad DMing.
Hold on, back up. I missed that. Hold on.
Bad sex is still bad sex, so I don't want it.
That's
Luckily
where you and I
for
differ.
me, I can have good sex whenever I want. Mic drop.
I just find the concept of announcing and saying the words mic drop is
because I can't actually drop my mic.
I know it's funny.
It's
funny.
Like fucking attached.
Oh, Caesar just shows up now. What up, bitches? Pizza and sex. Nice. We're just ending the show, Caesar. What's up?
Yeah, we were trying, but then we were talking, and all right. Thanks everybody for coming.
Wait. A little story. One of my girlfriends. I know there's so many girls because I'm not married, so I've just had girlfriends. But and then they all end up hating me, which is good. And then they go to the next one. So this girl Jill, she we had sex for the first time at her house, and I slept over there, and then in the morning I opened my eyes and she was standing at the foot of the bed looking at me, and it was about 11 a.m. or so. And she said, "Do you want to order pizza?" And I said, "You're perfect." And so yeah, we went out for a few months.
Oh my god, that's adorable.
Yeah, it's adorable. And then she cheated on me. Okay, that's fine.
That's terrible.
It is terrible.
Where does she live?
She lives in Mesa, Arizona.
All right.
She's married now.
Time to go on a road trip.
She's married now, not to the guy. Not to that guy.
Well, of course, they never marry the other one.
Do they? Okay.
Yeah, no. Oh my god.
And the worst of it is,
cut her for you, Rob.
She is a school teacher and a role model to children.
Oh, sure she is.
And she has tattoos. Okay.
Okay, well, there's nothing wrong with tattoos.
No, there's not. But they were unable to be seen unless you were intimate.
I see.
Awesome. And on that
Cheater
sad
in the
note,
chat, Drake said.
Cheater in the. Oh my god, that's brilliant.
Oh, I love it.
Cheater in the chat.
Oh,
all right, guys.
You know what? I love it. I just got inspired to make something for everybody, but I won't spoil what it is.
Okay, don't spoil it. All
Thanks
right.
for coming to the show,
Thanks,
everybody.
everybody. Robin and I are going to go continue our separate lives in 2,000 miles away from each other. And that's it. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their Wednesday. Perhaps even if you are listening on foreign shores, it is already Thursday. Who knows who's listening?
Mm-hmm. Or if
So,
you're listening to this in the future, it could be any day of the week.
oh, right. If you're watching this on YouTube, one of our shows got like 1,000 views. I don't know why. I don't know what we were talking about.
Crazy.
And then the next one after that got like 60. Nobody knows.
I hope we don't get any hate mail. I don't know why I said that.
I need
Okay,
something.
all right.
If you send in hate mail, send it to me. I need something to read. All right. Good night, everybody.